My internet decided to all of a sudden stop, which was bloody annoying. um, yeah. I don't know what happened. It doesn't play up that often, but all of a sudden it just decided to die on me, which fortunately this router it will pick up the slack really quickly, which my old router was a bit of a nightmare for. You'd reset it and you'd be like, oh, come on, I need to watch the end of the movie on Amazon. And it was this router, you have to turn it off like once every sort of 3 months, and it had to be at the time when I was halfway through saying something. Yeah, I think I was talking about genocide again. Yeah, I decided to I should have really made a video, because I don't know whether they've simplified the game more in this, but I remember in the old days when you played The Sims 3, unless you set up a marriage from the start, it was a lot harder to find Miss Right. Even though the wife I've got in this one, I did create her separately. Where is it? Come on, there we go. Yes. And we only got married the other day, and for some reason I pissed myself, my character did, because he had a full bladder. And I should have directed him straight to the toilet, so he pissed himself at the wedding. But yeah, I chose an avatar of a female who I was a big fan of. She's retired from porn completely now. Called Gaia DeMarco, who is she was what's known as a firm body, but she was so quirky and sexy and interesting, and had this amazing set of tattoos down her back. But yeah, super hot. But this game's unfortunate that you can only have 4 save points, because old games I'd create a whole town full of people from porn and wrestling and Star Trek and stuff like that. But yeah, I've built my own house here, and I did use a few cheats. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I used a few cheats to build my perfect house. My dream is to build my own house. It's the reason why I do the National Lottery. Hurry, Pofit! Yeah. If I had a big house like that, I'd be walking around in dressing gowns all day. The Hugh Hefner lifestyle. And my character is a writer, which is something that I really need to get into. And this house, it's... Oh, I'll give a wider shot. There we go. It's 3 levels. There's like my game room study, bathroom, toilet, one of my many jacuzzis. And I designed this was a real pain in the ass to do, because the HUD system on this is very different from the PC. So there's a whole level here that I'm leaving free because now I've got a wife, I'll be trying to have a baby or multiple babies. So I've got that upper level for building houses, and this is my downstairs area. That's the swimming pool. But on this, they have saved a little bit of time by defend the art. Always have to defend art. Yeah, you can put room straight in, and I've put room straight in my sub basement, including a kitchen. But I built it with a lot of space because I just like playing around with the spatial designs of the building. Oh, she's gone up in the world. Yeah. They don't have diving boards though, and water slides, which is a bit annoying. Still, this is a much better system than previous attempts to put The Sims on games systems. I'll make dinner for her. Yes. Gourmet. Gourmet. Oh, garlic noodles. Black and white cake. Ooh. Speed them up a little bit. Oh, actually, I want to get Guy to do a bit of swimming, swim laps, fit body, fit mind, all that jazz. Speed it up a little bit so they'll get a bit of exercise in. I kept getting a problem for a while where he kept falling asleep all the time. And it was because he wasn't sleeping in the right sort of bed. He was sleeping in a single bed. And he didn't have much of a love life. So fortunately, she was his neighbour and kept coming by and got romantic pretty quick, pretty steamy. No sex in showers though, not like previous ones. Yeah. Increased fitness. Oh, she's off to the hot tub. She was a bit knackered. Sorry if I'm making a little noise, I've got a sweet in my mouth. Oh, you're going to make it down here? Yeah. Oh, he's come all the way down there to pick up food for upstairs. That's a bit weird. Still, I had to do quite a few alterations to the building initially as well. I put a door in here because because every time he had breakfast, it was like going all the way up and round. But yeah. But like I said, it's always been my dream to build myself a house. I've always had an interest in architecture from quite a young age. It's one of the reasons why I was so into Lego for so long.
Oh, ah. Oh.
Oh. I do like the cute little animations on this game. It's weird though, that this game you can't put body hair on your sim, which is a bit strange. You know, my body is this shape, but it's a lot hairier. Oh, I did have a go at All Points Bulletin the other day, and the problem is the server runs pretty much okay, but the problem is there's hardly anyone on the server, so it sort of defeats the object of me playing that game. So I've downloaded one that is more of a sort of populist game. Oh, she's sleeping in the hot tub. Come on, dear, you sexy babe. Unfortunately, because it's not the PC, there's not a lot of modding. Well, I don't think you can do any modding at all on this game. I do like these tabletops. Wish I had that in my kitchen. But my kitchen's smaller than the downstairs toilet, so...
Wow, yabba bel.
Yifte May.
Yo, hispa. From Chima, Fruptu Hima. Kalusibafa. Yo, hispa.
Yeah.
Obisha. Free Bono. Tebow. Ganir. Pruba.
Yeah, the previous Sims games, particularly The Sims 2, I heavily modded it so much that it pretty much wrecked the PC I had. But I had all sorts of stuff. I had them wearing bondage gear, walking around. There were body models where you could make them completely naked, which was great for bedtimes and all that. And you could make them really muscly. I haven't done a gay relationship on this yet, but I probably will eventually, being, you know, I'm bisexual and all that. But, yeah.
Damn Zombo.
Oh, alright. Let the lady go for her number 2 first. Yeah, that's how we were walking to the wedding, and unfortunately he dropped his guts at the fucking wedding, which was pretty annoying. Right, I'm going to put her in the shower on Steamy. Because I want them to try for a baby, you see. Right, where's he gone?
Oh. Nova.
That's woohoo!
Kluba. Oh. Oh.
Or as I can't remember what film it is. I think it was Zach and Mary make a porno. It goes, let us fuck. Huh. 3 living rooms. Am I an excessive swine or what?
Nova.
Well, Chris. Breaker.
Oh.
Grija.
Ooh.
Sombo Tway.
Oh.
Chris Farobe.
Yano.
Kanoi.
Betal.
Snowy. Whoa, Wixon Cloba.
It's funny the websites, particularly for The Sims 2. Like there was one called the Spicy Sims, and they created animations that you could actually feed into the program, so people would have sex standing up.
Snoosh.
There are wahoos everywhere. But if you've ever been on Second Life's sex mods are notorious. That they got women on there that look like, you know, the most sort of physically impossible dimensions going. There's a whole porn industry on Second Life. But yeah, that's one game I wish they'd convert to the PS4.
Yes, but not.
There is a kind of Second Life on here because I was looking at the free games, but it looks really sort of pants compared to the actual Second Life.
Nib nub.
Because I briefly played Second Life till my big PC
Yes, but not.
died on me. I find laptops are easier to maintain than PCs, though.
What new?
Because I know how they work, but I'm not technically minded enough to build my own and do all that palaver.
Oh, laba. Pimbos. Wilb, Kavina Renix, Chobgaway.
Oh. I've got to get a real life girlfriend this year. Well, not this year now because this year's almost over. But for 2018, it's my desire to find myself a girlfriend. I was just going to work, that's why I can't do anything.
Kimba. Piff Dravoy. Snares. Bilp Bilp. Nobi Yebu. Mom. Tugabor. What's up?
I'll finish my book, so let's speed him up a bit.
Range. Morgan. That's all. Last word. Yibs. Yibs. Nobi Weepster. Bayim Zashel Makaroo.
I can finish that later. Where's my study? There it is. Resume writing. Gotta sell some books. Oh, there's my maid. That's something that I'm a bit. The older games had a sexy French maid, and in some, if you're a real heavy modder, you could mod her and she'd wear really sexy clothes and have big tits and stuff like that. But on this, I can understand why it's slightly sanitised, because it's to be more accessible to the general public, and EA's got enough bad press for their dodgy handling of Battlefront and UFC, so yeah. But I made sure there was none of that shit on this game, because I don't want to have to be paying extra premiums for a game I've already bought. I don't mind buying the DLC, but I don't have to pay to actually get into the game. Still, supposedly there's a big download that's come that's got rid of a lot of that bullshit, which, I'm pretty glad about, because, now there's a whole load of DLC coming that will be linked with the new Star Wars film. I don't know how, because most of the space battles in it weren't they didn't lend themselves to like a computer game very well. It's like there are elements I liked about The Last Jedi, but I can't see how you're going to be able to make a tie-in game to it very easily. Maybe the Lego tie-in will be good, because I've always liked the Lego Star Wars games. The Indiana Jones ones are a bit hit and miss, but particularly because it covers the last one that wasn't very good. But yeah, I do like Lego Star Wars. I just wish there was a Lego Star Wars movie, because you could do that now, because they've already had Lego Star Wars appear in the Lego movie. That's the one bloke I can't understand why they haven't got him in this new trilogy. Where's Billy D. Williams? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me that he's not in it. I know he's a very old man now, but you know, Lando Calrissian is fucking cool. He the man. You know, especially in Return of the Jedi, I thought it was well cool when he's taking out the Death Star. I'll have a garden salad. Single serving. Come on, dude, we got to get this book written. I've always been interested in a lot of the science fiction writers like Robert Heinlein and Philip K. Dick. Philip K. Dick's life was it was crazy. I remember watching a whole documentary about he was married like 6 times, and with each of his wives he was like a completely different man. Yeah. Oh, the wifey's home. I think she should be wearing some different clothing. Change outfit. There. Much nicer. And I think she should make some ice cream. Oh. What's that? Gourmet fruitcake. Gosh, she's hot. Big boobs. I'm going to give this another 2 minutes and then I'm going to close this stream down because I am, well, it's about nearly 2 o'clock in the morning here and I'm actually quite tired. I don't know whether it was because it was the winter equinox today, but it got dark so fucking early and oh god, I was so just too tired.
Nee, Yibsy.
And here's this with a big bum.
So.
Big bum, big boobs.
Ooh.
Dag. So. Bars Hersenoi. Woohoo!
Ja te welk.
Das ist wie Tor.
Ja te boo.
Yes.
Yabo.
Oh, lava.
Oh. Uh-huh. Kalu. Corbiff. Tababine, Boimel Chomp Gomip. Shupaza Valmip, Frobin. Quosenex Nurchel, Penthip Abevo.
Come on, baby, let's go up to the observatory. Because strangely, they don't have. This is another weird thing about this game in comparison to the older Sims games. You know, the older ones had telescopes that were just like sort of normal, but this one, it's got a sort of cartoonish one. It's very strange. What a nice house, though. I might get a little bit adventurous again and build a house that looks like a castle. Really, what I want to do is have something like Wayne Manor or what's it called? The Playboy Mansion. I think that's up for sale now. Quite a shame, really, because I got the Audible version of Hugh Hefner's biography, and the problem with Hugh Hefner is that he's been so misjudged by sort of history. Especially nowadays, people can't really get their head around how the world was before Playboy came along, and basically suggested that people having sex wasn't going to end the entire society. Anyway, I'm going to save it there because I am getting a little bit. I can feel my eyes going a bit. Yeah. I'll do another stream probably tomorrow evening. I've got a new game. Well, I've actually got two new games. I've got the Star Trek Online game, and also one that I can't remember the name of, which is some sort of MMO game, but it all looks a little bit like, I think they're Weeaboos or something like that. The anime thing with the girls with the big eyes and slightly curvy. So, you know, I'm going to have a go at that. See, these bundles on the game, some of them look really good, but I just can't afford it at the moment. You know, see, and some of them I don't want. I don't want the vampires things. I remember in previous games they had vampires, and I just bleh. I didn't mind werewolves, but vampires are so ugh. Anyway, I'm going to end it now because I'm getting a bit tired and I look like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. It's because I washed my hair earlier and it sort of drip dried. If I'd washed it and just sort of dried it out the old-fashioned way, it wouldn't have gone into like fuzz mode. Anyway, see you later.